Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to do exercise 5.3. It's about the remainder theorem. As it is obvious from its name, it tells us about the remainder, a shortcut method to find a remainder whenever a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor. Let me read the statement. Remainder theorem: if a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor. Okay, so here we are talking about a polynomial that is divided by a linear divisor. Okay, we have a polynomial and it is to be divided by a linear divisor. Let it be denoted by x minus a. Linear divisor means it will be a polynomial having degree 1. For example, x plus 4, x minus 2, x minus 1 by 2. Okay, these are all linear polynomial because here the highest degree is 1. So we are talking about a polynomial and it is divided by some linear polynomial x minus a. A can be any number. Okay, it can be positive, negative, a fraction, or any real number. So what does it tell us? That if a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor. Okay, here we are doing division. We know that whenever a polynomial is divided by some divisor, whether linear or not, we always get a remainder at the end. The remainder may be 0 or it may not be 0. For example, any polynomial when divided by another polynomial, we always get a quotient over here. Okay, and we get a remainder at the end. This remainder may or may not be equal to 0. Okay, now what does it tell us? If a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor, then the remainder is p of a. What is p of a? P of a is the number that is obtained when in this polynomial we replace x by a. Okay, this is called p of a, or value of the polynomial at the point a. Okay, this is actually value of the polynomial at x is equal to a. What is value or evaluation of polynomial? It is actually the number that we obtain when we replace x by this a. Okay, so if you have a polynomial, then pick this number from here and find the value of the polynomial at this point. This will p of a will be the same as the remainder that we obtain when this polynomial is divided by x minus a. So here you have two methods to find this remainder. The first method is to do the long division and get to the remainder. Okay, the second method, which is much shorter, is that of the remainder theorem. What does it tell? It tells us that the remainder that this polynomial, the remainder when this polynomial p of x is divided by linear divisor x minus a is the same as p of a. Okay, what is p of a? P of a is actually the value of the polynomial at the point a. So we have two methods. First method is to do the long division, and the second method is that pick this polynomial. Okay, it will be some expression of x, and just replace x by a. Okay, when you replace x by this number, you will get some real number, and that will give you the remainder. Okay, let me explain this with the help of the remainder theorem. Now let us do an example to get to the point. Okay, suppose you have the polynomial 9x square minus 6x plus 2. Okay, this is the polynomial, and suppose that we want to divide this polynomial by x minus 3. Okay, what do we have? We have a polynomial 9x square minus 6x plus 2, and we want to divide this polynomial by x minus 3, and we want to find the remainder. Okay, so the first method that we have learned in junior classes is just to take this polynomial, place it inside the radical sign, and start the division. This is the first method. Okay, the second method is the shortcut method, which is the remainder theorem method. So first I am going to use this long method, and then I am going to use this method, and you will see that in both the cases the remainder is same. So this is another shortcut way to find the remainder when this polynomial will be divided by this linear divisor. Okay, now do observe that over here the divisor is a linear polynomial. Okay, linear divisor, it means it is of degree 1. Okay, so I will start the division as we did in the junior classes. First of all, what do I have to multiply over here? I want to multiply 9x to x so that I get 9x square, and then 9x will be multiplied with negative 3 to give us 27x. After that, what do? We change the sign of these. 27 minus 6 will be positive 21x, because 27 has a positive sign after changing. Okay. Okay, the next step is to get 21x, I have to multiply positive 21 over here. 21x will be 21x, and 21 into 3 will be 21 into negative 3 will be negative 63. Okay. Okay, after doing that, once again I'm going to change the sign. Okay, 63 plus 2 will be 65. So this is the remainder that we are getting when this polynomial is divided by this linear divisor. Now, according to remainder theorem, the same number can be obtained by just putting this 3 in place of x and finding the value of this polynomial at the point 3. Okay, according to remainder theorem, if a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor, then the remainder is p of a. Remainder, over here we have the polynomial p of x is equal to, okay, and divisor is x minus 3. Okay, from this what do we get? A is equal to 3, x minus 3. Let me write over here the general form of the linear divisor so it become more clear. Here in place of a we have 3. So what we are going to do is, in order to get the remainder, what we are going to do is we are going to place this number, okay, which is being subtracted from x. I will put this and find the value of this polynomial at the point 3. Find the value means that you have to put 3 in place of x over here. This is what we call finding the value of the polynomial at the point 3. Okay, value of the polynomial at the point 3. What am I going to do is, I'm just going to replace this x by 3. Okay, 3 square minus 6, 3 plus 2. Okay, what do we get here? 3 square is 9. 9 into 9 is 81 minus 18 plus 2. Now if I subtract these, what do I get? Now 81 minus 18 plus 2 is 81 minus 18 plus 2, you can calculate it with the help of the calculator and you will get 65. Okay, so p of 3 is 65. Okay, what is p of 3? This is the value we obtain by replacing x by 3, the number which is subtracted from x. Okay, so the remainder in both the cases is same. Okay, these two values are same. So instead of going into long division, we can easily find the remainder by just putting 3 in the polynomial in place of x. So this will give us the same number as this. So no need to go into this much hectic method. Okay, just what you do is pick 3 and put it in this polynomial to get to the remainder. And this is what remainder theorem is telling us. If a polynomial is divided by a linear divisor, then the remainder is always equal to p of a. So if you have a divisor x minus a, you have a polynomial and you are dividing this polynomial by x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. Like this, we had polynomial 9x square minus 6 plus 2, and the linear divisor was x minus 3. So p of 3, we found p of 3, which came out to be equal to 65. So whenever you do this, you are going to get the remainder. Okay, you don't need to do this long division. Now let's get to the exercise